Drowning in thought, ever feel paralyzed by endless questions? This is Leo's story, trapped in a loop of existential fatigue. But then a simple act, a warm cup of coffee, becomes a lifeline. Watch to discover how Leo finds solace in the present and learns that sometimes all it takes is one small, sensory moment to reclaim hope and break free from overthinking. Leo lay, tangled beneath the heavy quilt, the curtains drawn tightly shut, casting the room in a muted, grayish gloom. Days passed, how many he couldn't say, as the walls pressed in, the air thick and still. The dimness mirrored the swirl of thoughts imprisoning his mind. Every breath felt weighted, each inhale a labour against the fatigue pressing on his chest. His mind was restless, an endless loop of questions battled in his head. If the universe is indifferent, what meaning does a shower have? If free will is just an illusion, why bother choosing what to eat or wear? Each question spun more threads of doubt and despair, tangling until movement felt impossible. He felt paralyzed, caught beneath the heavy weight of his own overthinking. The world outside was loud and demanding, a distant roar of responsibilities and expectations that somehow felt unreachable. Yet the pressure to engage, to act, crushed him with its enormity. Why try when all efforts seemed either meaningless or futile? His thoughts spiraled downward like a storm with no end. Then a small sound rose above the chaos, a soft chime from his phone. A message from Mark, his roommate, left your coffee on the kitchen counter. Instantly, Leo's mind flooded with interpretations. Was it an act of kindness, a gesture to help him through the dark fog? Or was it pity, a reminder of how far he'd sunk? Maybe a passive-aggressive hint to stop wallowing in bed. But then, despite the swirling confusion, a gentle warmth invaded the room, not in thought, but in scent. The rich, deep smell of coffee, faint yet unmistakable, drifted under the door, reaching into the stillness. It was not an idea or fear or question. It was something simple and real. It was here. Leo's breath caught, the smell anchored him, tethered him gently back from the dizzying abstraction of his mind into a tangible moment. The choice before him was clear, if daunting. Remain trapped in the endless maze of thoughts, or reach out to this concrete touchstone of reality. Swallowing the weight of his paralysis, Leo summoned every bit of willpower left. Slowly, as if moving through water, he swung his legs over the bed's edge. The hardwood was cold beneath his feet, grounding him further in the present. He stood, then took tentative steps toward the kitchen. There it was, waiting. A deep blue mug sitting on the counter, a small beacon in the dimness. He reached out and grasped it. The mug was warm, solid in his hands, its weight an undeniable truth. No theory, no abstraction, just warmth. Leo lifted the cup to his lips and took a slow sip. The liquid was hot, the taste familiar and steady. It didn't unlock the secrets of life or silence the turmoil in his thoughts, but it was here. It was good. In this small moment, Leo understood something profound. His exhaustion stemmed from living trapped inside his head, the ceaseless, spinning questions stealing his strength. The answer to his paralysis was not another thought to dissect or a revelation to unearth. It was a simple act, feeling the warmth of the mug in his hands, tasting the coffee's heat on his tongue, experiencing something sensory and real. He did not need to solve the cosmos right now. He only needed a reason to live another few minutes, to find a foothold in the present, however small. Coffee in hand, Leo returned to the living room window and allowed the light to seep in through a tiny crack in the curtain. The world outside was still noisy, still overwhelming, but now, for these few moments, it felt manageable. The warmth was not the meaning of life, but it was enough to move forward. And as long as there was enough, there was hope. One small step, one present moment, one warm cup of coffee. And that was a beginning. The next morning, Leo woke up before his alarm clock rang. He felt a little lighter, as though a small piece of the weight on his chest had lifted. He knew the big questions would still be there, lurking in the back of his mind. But for now, he decided to focus on the small things. He made himself a cup of coffee, savouring the aroma and the warmth in his hands. As he stepped outside, he noticed the vibrant colours of the flowers in the garden, the sound of birds chirping, and the gentle breeze on his skin. The world felt alive, and so did he. He knew that there would be difficult days ahead, but he also knew that he had the strength to face them. One warm cup of coffee, one present moment at a time.